That is definitely recyclable. This stuff is great. Where'd you get this from? From Crisp? Oh yeah, this stuff is great. They're using all compostable stuff. Everything they're doing is all good. Perfect. We're turning it into dirt for the farmers. A couple of years ago, I went into and helped with getting out the trash cans. The trash bags were all leaking and everything was just a friggin' mess. And you start to think, what's the role of the market? When we talk about regenerative agriculture, it really is that from soup to nuts, we should be able to take the stuff that we're producing out of this market and put it back into the soil. And that's what we're trying to do.
And so we created the Sustainability Committee. And the committee was formed about a year ago. And at the same time, the opportunity to work with a new commercial composter, Timber Creek Recycling. And they were interested in partnering with us on developing a compost program here. So that's the real focus we have right now, is how to convert as much of our trash as possible into compost, which to us is perfect because compost, of course, is a real complete cycle for the market because we're about farmers and soil and growing food.
See that eco products thing on there?
Yep.
All those products are compostable, so we're just turning this into soil.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. So like this, it says compostable and is with this company Eco Products that we know does stuff that is definitely compostable in the Timber Creek system. So we're trying to encourage people to use these.
Prior to Timber Creek partnering with Boise Farmers Market, we weren't actually able to compost our plastic cups, but now with Timber Creek on board, their system can compost all of these.
This is going to turn into soil that'll be back in the system again.
Timber Creek is who is doing our composting. When they first decided to go into commercial composting and develop it, they tested a lot of compostable products.
Okay. So these are the kinds of things that you guys are using at the market?
Yeah, yep, these are all compostable. These all break down really well in the compost yard.
We're excited about this composting program because now we have the ability to take our waste and turn it into a useful product for multiple businesses. So for our birria quesadilla, we use these Eco Products cups with this eco-friendly lid. The green is really important because it tells the trash people that are manning it that it is compostable. This is a paper. This is in lieu of our old papers that had a wax coating. These are pretty grease resistant as well. And then these are the boxes we use.
We have three what we're calling waste stations. And at each waste station, there is a container for compost. We also have one for recycling that does go to the city's curb it recycling program. And then we have one for trash because we have things that still have to go to the landfill. And we have a volunteer standing there dressed like me, so they have this green apron on, they have a name tag with their name, so you can easily identify them. And they're there to help you and make sure that things go in the right place.
The napkin is compostable,
Okay.
and then that is trash.
What I got delivered is 25 yards of Timber Creek's signature compost. So the value between the partnership between Timber Creek and the Boise Farmers Market is a way to try to mitigate our waste at the farmers market and then compost as much of that waste as possible. And then in return, it comes back to us farmers to use in our fields. It's kind of a nice closed loop cycle that's happening here in the valley. And I think there's a real demand for it. So I think the farmers market is already kind of built on sustainability, being that we're using local farms with a smaller footprint, bringing products to the market. And hopefully in the future, more local businesses around the valley could use our program as an example. And hopefully that'll spread through the whole valley and we can build a better, more sustainable system.